Well, here we are. Good evening. Welcome back to Virtual Pool 4 Online. We're here just about the top of the hour, 7 PM, the start of Friday Night 9 Ball. But that's not why we're here tonight. We're here for a fourth round match in this year's VP4 2021 8 Ball World Championships. A round 4 match between CheekychicO and REELPOLANDPOWER Stub, as he'll be known for the rest of the night. And that's going to start in half an hour's time. What I'm hoping to do is to just catch a match in the Friday Night 9 Ball that will take us up until the half hour or thereabouts. If we look, we can see we've got 13 in by the look of it, and there's a name there I've never seen before: McNamara. Larry's in, Slim's in, Bankster's in, Cloggy the Dutchman's in, Houdini, Stefan and Tommy and Wanwa is in as well, and Spectre Don, of course, looking to win another one. He played extremely well last night against Albinario. As I say, on my count throughout the match, he made one mistake. He missed one ball all night, and when you're playing at that level, that's good enough to beat anybody. And he's been really pretty consistent. So he's making an effort and making a bid to win this tournament. And I think if I'm right in saying, CheekychicO was the player that put Spectre Don to the one-loss side, and CheekychicO played really well from what I've heard. To beat Spectre Don, you have to be playing at a high level if you're going to be causing problems for these guys. And we've got the bracket up for Friday Night 9 Ball. One Pocket Slim has got Spectre Don in the first round, and that'll be the match we're going to drop in and see, or at least we'll see some of it, probably not see all of it. Let me just change the cloth colour to blue. So we're waiting on the players arriving. And tonight we are going to be streaming this 8 Ball World match exclusively to YouTube. For my YouTube subscribers, I've got 503. As much as I appreciate those that like to watch on Twitch, I'm getting subscribers on Twitch when I really want them on YouTube. So I want to try and get that number up. And more importantly, I want to keep them. So this is just going to be only on YouTube tonight. It won't be on Twitch. It won't be on Facebook. Good evening, Mark. Now, not Spectre Don, Semi-Pro messaged me. He said he messaged me on my phone, but my phone was on charge during the afternoon when I got home, and I was busy having a nap. And he wanted to join in the commentary, but when we went on Discord, he said he couldn't hear me. I could hear him. Eventually got the volume up, and then when he plugs his headset in, he was having the volume come through his speakers. He can't have that. You know, you can't have a headset on but have the volume come through your speakers. You have to have everything through your headset. And plus there's a television on in the background, which you know, if he does come onto Discord, I'm going to have to tab out and go into it again. But you don't want the noise of a telly coming through it. Good evening to Spectre. So Slim has got distracted or something. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but the room's been up a good 3-4 minutes now. He must be messing about. So we'll watch as much as this. Well, we're not going to see as much of it because Slim's not getting off the mat and getting his backside in the room. But we'll watch this until the half hour, and then provided Chico turns up, we'll get in. And well, I tried to tell him, but he was too busy saying I'll go away and I'll come back, and you know, if he's not going to listen, I can't help him. But it's the setup's wrong, and as I say, the other thing is we can't have a television on in the background, because every time his mic opens up you hear the television, which is not only going to be annoying for me, it's going to be annoying for people listening. But anyway, we'll see if we can get it fixed. Who's won the lag? Well, Slim has won the lag, and it's a scratch match. Friday night 9 balls, a handicapped tournament. Just a reminder again for anybody who's maybe new, not that there's going to be many, but you never know. And it's handicapped with money balls, not racks. So this is scratch, there's no handicap, race to 7. Winner breaks. And Slim eventually breaks off, and I think it's a dry one. Well, Spectre Don avoids the scratch, but he should be in trouble in a second or two, because there's a lot of cover up table. Now, I don't think he can actually get past the knuckle though. That's ended up in a good shot in a bad way, because Slim is corner hooked. Well, this might turn out to be not bad. He'll settle for that, although it's an easy long jump for Spectre Don. So Spectre Don bails out on the jump shot, pots the one. And for anybody who didn't see the match last night with Spectre Don and Albinario, go and have a look at it, because he was really very solid, and he seems to be getting better and better in these last couple of matches. But last night was exceptionally good. Played at a very high level, made one mistake all match, one missed pot that I can count. If you watch the video you can tell me otherwise. But he was really good. Now remind me who Dusty Puppy is again. Is that Dwight? I think I remember somebody saying there was somebody else on YouTube. I can't remember who it was. But if Spectre Don keeps up this high level of play that he seems to have found, especially on the 10-footer, then he's going to be a strong contender. It's just a question of whether he can hold it all the way through the remainder of the tournament. We've seen in the big tournaments where he's eventually come off the rails, but he's taken out one of the main rivals, one of the main contenders for the event. He sent Albinario home, and well, He's going to be a danger, a big danger to whoever he's going to bump into. Inspector Dawn. 1-0 up. The jump shot. Got him in and he runs out. The inevitable run out. Tonight should be Stubbs' biggest test so far. You know, everybody that Stubb has played are not, they were never going to be contenders for the tournament, but this should be a step up in class as far as opposition goes, and bearing in mind, from, as I say, I didn't get to see the match between Chico and Spectre Dawn, but by all accounts, Chico was very good in the match with Spectre Dawn and had to be to send him to the one-loss side. And I think he ran a fair number of racks as well when he got in. And that's, again, the level that you have to be at if you're going to be in contention against Stubb. Because you just certainly don't want to be playing into his hands. You don't want to be gifting him stuff. You want to make him work for it. Spectre Dawn. Dodgy little cut in the 9 again, but he hasn't been missing much. He's got his eye in, and it's 2-0. So, Spectre Dawn has broke off, and it's dry again, and Slim just trying to drop onto the 2 nicely. But I think, let's have a look. Well, the 2 obviously goes, but he's going to be struggling to get anywhere near the 3. Well, there's a win already by forfeit for McNamara. Simanx hasn't turned up. So he's decided to leave the high cut in the 3. Big open space to have a shot in the 4, but he's again going to have to play a good one to get down in the 5. Needs a nice angle. Well, it's going to be the big draw. Should be using that long rail on the side there and then squirting across the table. Doesn't want to go too low. That's too low. So this is make or break this shot. If he gets the 5, he's got to be on the 6. Now this is where he has to be careful with what he's doing. With these type of shots, I've said before, you don't want to be heading towards the 7 ball. You have to make a choice left or right. No, it's an exclusive to YouTube. It's not on Facebook, it's not on Twitch tonight. It's YouTube only. Specifically for my YouTube subscribers, I'm getting too many people subscribing to Twitch but not subscribing to YouTube. And I'm not really bothered about how many subscriptions I get on Twitch. I never really have been. plus this is where I started streaming anyway. This is where I started my live streams on YouTube before I discovered Restream, that is, that allows you to stream to a number of different platforms. So Slim has got himself off and running, and a ball in the break but no real shot, so going for distance. The Spectre Dawn, if he gets this thin enough, well, he's gone for the bank. Knocked a 4 in. Now he's maybe going to have to jump again here, I think. Yeah. And it's off the rail, so he's going to have a good angle, of course, to get back up the table. But the question is how much pace is going to be in the cue ball. Plenty of pace, but he's run into the 8, and that's what's put him out of line. Oh, Spectre Dawn's first mistake tonight. He's missed the 2 as far as I can see. No, he must have just clipped it. He must have just feathered that, no more. I was too busy reading the chat. Well, that's what I was trying to tell you, Semi-Pro. You have to check your sound settings and set it as your default device, both for output and input, and that way the volume comes through your anything incoming comes through your headset rather than through the PC speakers. See, the other thing that's no good is you can't have a telly on in the background. That'll just irritate the viewers because it keeps cutting in the mic. So Slim, I don't know what the angle's like. What's he got? Oh, he's just going to have to go forward with a bit of right, I think. Or is he going to run? What's he deciding to do here? Yeah, a bit of right. That should get him past the 9 ball. Well, this is another test of the control of the pace, just to get a decent line in the 7. Could have done with going up nearer that middle pocket maybe, but again, anywhere down the right side. Well, he's going with left English again here to check the cue ball, and I think he's now decided against it. And that's almost there. That'll do it to square the match. We are just about 12 minutes away. Now obviously we're not going to see all of this. Back all square. I'm missing the snooker tonight as well. I'm trying to remember who's on tonight. Kyron Wilson did well this afternoon, especially in that final frame. I mean, that was a bottler, that final frame that he took. He did very well. And that decider. O'Sullivan did well to take it all the way, considering he was 5-3 down in a race to 6. Good evening to Wit. To Woo. Yeah, this is a Sky Box Office YouTube exclusive tonight between Stubb and CheekychicO. Brackets provided Chico turns up. Well, there's nothing wrong with the venue. I mean, you're not going to tell me Ronnie O'Sullivan's not used to people walking up and down the stairs in venues. I mean, he's been at it long enough. Nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with the venue. Oh, it's the same for every player in the event. But I have to say, you know, the crowd management maybe needs to be a bit better. That's down to them in charge and the stewards that are running the joint. It's them that have to do their management better. But it's like the World Championships, you know, whenever you get two matches running side by side and the matches aren't running at the same speed, you're going to have the end of a frame, people nipping out to the toilet, the mid-session interval, people get rumbling about, phones ringing, the usual stuff. Well, he's never happy with cameramen or anything like that. He likes a good moan. So Spectre Dawn back into the lead. This looks dry again, this one over the side pocket. And Slim, from what I can see, has one problem ball that shouldn't really be a problem, provided he takes the 2, 3 and 4 and gets fairly straight in the 5. The problem with the 5 though is that he would much rather be taking the 5 at a slight angle like that where the donut is, so he can draw in behind the 6. I don't think he wants to be playing the 6 onto the 7. So if he's worked that out in his head, he wants to be trying to get behind the 6, I would think. So we'll see if that's the way he's thinking, or whether he's just going to look at dropping into the line behind the 6, because the combo's not difficult. We'll see if that's the way it goes. Well, it's not long to Christmas now. What's today's date? The 3rd of December. I'll be glad when it comes and goes. I'm glad when it comes and goes every bloody year. It can't come and go quick enough. Well, he's got the angle, but maybe too much of an angle. But he will use the 8 ball, I think. Or is he trying... No, he's deciding to try and leave the combo. He hasn't really got there though. If the angle was a bit shallower, then it could have been a much easier shot to get behind the 6. But he's played that well. Well, if semi-pros get any intentions of joining in commentary, he wants to make it clear right now, because I don't want to be messing about when this match starts. We've got about 7 minutes to go. Let's have a quick look. And I don't see CheekychicO anywhere, so he's taking his time. And Stubbs at his usual. He's definitely not there. So 3 racks all. And I think that one ball sticking out far enough to entice Slim, and he should, well, he should be able to pot it. The only thing he can't guarantee is that he's going to have a clear shot at this 2 ball. He may well have to hit this firm to come across the table twice. No, he's played that very well, but actually too well, that he's gone inside the 2. And the same problem here, having to make a cut. He might have to put a big draw into this 2 ball to try and Well, it looks as if he's putting right English to try and check it, but he needs to make sure he can hold a line here. He might end up behind a ball. Well, he's missed the pot, and he has hooked himself anyway. Good evening. Welcome to YouTube. Oh, this is going to be unlucky. Well, it's unlucky from the fact that he's chipped a 9 in and scratched. So Slim, a great chance to take the lead. Where's this McNamara guy from? Somebody tell me. Is this somebody else under a different name again? Because that's a new name to me, that one. By the way, YouTube alerts working again. Well, I don't know why that happened, but as I say, I just decided to do YouTube tonight for my YouTube subscribers. I think you have to be. I think it's set that you have to be a subscriber and have subscribed for 20 minutes before you can chat. Something like that. Well, Slim's got himself in trouble again. And this isn't going to finish too well. Apart from the fact that it's dead straight, so Spectadon can draw back if he wants, or go forward as far as he dare, and he's going to leave himself a long 6 if he does. Plenty of room for the 7 ball. Again, he's played that well. You know, no holding back, right through with the shot to get there. I could leave the 9 into the side. That'd be the simple way to do it. Back into the lead. Nine ball goes in the break. The 9 ball will be respotted, and Spectre Dawn will remain at the table. And he might not have a shot here. Let's have a look. No, he doesn't. And he's looking, I presume, at the combo, or is he? I mean, he could have maybe tried a bank onto the 4. I don't know whether he had a decent line to do it, but Slim, if he can see enough of this 1 ball, might stun into the 4. Or he might just be running for cover with a lot of left English in a cue ball like that. But he's brought the 1 into play, now he needs to get cover. And that will do very nicely. And Spectre Dawn didn't get enough side in the cue ball. So, Slim gets the reward. Well, we've got 3 minutes to go, and I don't see any sign of CheekychicO. I always like players to get in, you know, maybe 15-20 minutes before their match is due to start. That way they can have a bit of practice. Oh, there he is. I see him now. He must have arrived and I never noticed. Oh, Larry's hit the skids. Bankster's done him again with that handicap. 7-2. Tommy beats Keys 7-2 as well. Right. Well, we might see the end of this rack, but that'll be it for this match. Well, Slim on the 4-ball needs to again be careful. It's so obvious that it's over the pocket you want to draw away from it, but he just does not want to draw into behind one of these balls. And Semi-Pro's doing the wrong thing again, PMing me. Right, he's cut it a bit fine because this match is going to start. Right, let's tab out. Just give us a second, guys. Be back in a minute. Right, let's get in the room. I can still hear that television coming through your headset.
Oh right, okay, I'll come off then. I'll come off. I didn't think that. Alright. Good luck, guys.
Right, good evening. Alright, are you still there, Semi? Yeah, I can still hear his television coming through the headset. I think he's sitting there with a girlfriend, she's got the telly on. I'd chuck her into another room. So, Chico has won the lag. Race to 11. Good evening, Simon. And the priority, of course, is not only getting a ball, making that right choice of shot. No, it's not in Twitch, Cobra. It's an exclusive to YouTube tonight. It's not on Facebook either for if Keith was thinking of watching it. It's, as I say, it's a Sky Sports YouTube exclusive tonight for my YouTube subscribers. Well, Chico wasn't long in making his first mistake. Are you still there, Semi-Pro? So still an open table, even though a couple of balls have gone down, but no one has potted one in real time. But Stubb looks as if he's about to. No, Semi, I say, when he come on to Discord there, I can still hear the television in the background, and you know, whenever he opens, if he's got it in voice activated, you know, when he was in Discord earlier on, when he wasn't speaking, the mic was kicking in with the television. As soon as you heard anything on the TV, it was kicking in through the mic. So he needs to sort that out. And the simple way of sorting that out is to give a set of headphones to the girlfriend and plug her into the telly. Easy solution. Or turn the volume down on the telly and just let her watch it with subtitles. So Stubb on the stripes, and he's going to have to. Is there anything up the table there? Are they all solids? No, they're all solids. So he's looking good for the the first rack on the board. I don't know whether Steve's going to turn up in Discord. Well, this is the one. See, this is where Stubb is going to have to pull out shots because this is nothing great to be getting on this 8-ball. He's going to have to take a risk across the table between the 2 and the 4 and try and finish between the 8 and the 7 from this angle. If you look at it, the 8 and the 7. So cut the 11, go between the 2 and the 4 and come across between the 7 and the 8. And then he should be able to take the 8-ball down the table. That's the sort of natural line that the cue ball would be taking, I think. No. Well, what a bit of luck there. Well, I think that's justifiable in where it's finished up because he got extremely lucky there. He must have had right English on that. I never looked, but he's ended up running up to the corner. But again, Stubb getting himself out of line and having to try and dig out shots, so he's calling the bank. And that's not going to get there. And Chico has a problem. And it's going to make or break whether he can get himself out in this rack. Now, immediately he can draw off the 1 if he wants to, or is he trying to get into the gap? Does he think he can get that 6? Well, maybe not. He's just going to punch it and lock Stubb up. Or a little tap anyway, not a punch. So now the balls are all sitting prime. And I hope Chico's taking his own advice, because he said he was going to have nothing to do with Stubb in the chat. So I hope that's the case, because then he won't get distracted. He won't take his mind off what he's about. And Stubb scratched off the 8-ball. Now, is that the game? I think that's the game, is it not? No, it isn't. Oh well, got that wrong. So now, with ball in hand, this is the type of thing that Chico cannot waste. It would be a big fail with ball in hand not to be winning this first rack. And to be honest with you, it doesn't really matter what ball he's going to finish on here. The 8 balls well into the table. He's good off the 4, he's good off the 2. And where can it go wrong?
How about now?
You're really quiet. You've gone. Now? Well, the guys in the chat and on YouTube will tell you. But you sound quiet to me, so if you're quiet to me, then you're going to be really quiet to them.
Okay.
Hang on a minute. Wait a minute to see if Chico can finish this rack off.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt the game, so if I'm too low, then...
Well, if you're too low, all I need to do is raise you up a bit, and that way the guys will say, yeah, they're all saying it's very quiet, so just give us a minute till we finish this rack. And okay. Chico's just gone a wee bit out of line in the 7, which again just means he has to control the cue ball good here to get on this 8, and that'll do it. So I'm giving him that 8-ball. Back in a minute, guys. Right, guys, let us know what you hear now.
Hello. Hi, guys.
That should be loud and clear now, I think.
Are we all good?
Yeah, they'll let us know once it goes through, because it just takes a wee delay on YouTube.
Oh, right, okay.
Are you watching the actual chat?
No, I can't see the chat, no.
Right, you've not got a second monitor?
Yeah, I'll have it on my phone, so I'll do that.
Right, they all seem to be happy with the volume now. So, welcome to Semi-Pro, trainee tactical genius with us tonight.
Oh, behave yourself.
So, Chico got Stub locked up, got the reward, and most important of all, took advantage of it, run out the rack for the first one in the board. But again, immediately in that first rack, Stub got himself out of line, as he's liable to do more often than he would really like to, and it cost him. Chico in again.
Quite a good shot, because he's made that corner pocket a lot more open.
Oh, well, big fail there though. He's again, if I'm going to be critical, he just wants to steady himself down a bit. He wants to get into a slightly slower rhythm, I think. Because they say you don't want to be just handing racks out and handing chances out to Stub.
I can't really see a problem here. I really want Stub to lose.
You've got to be impartial as a commentator, Semi.
Oh no, not for me, not this match.
Yeah, you can't be a commentator and say you want somebody to win. I mean, I want to see. If Chico's going to win, I want him to deserve to win it.
Yeah,
and I want him to take advantage of Stubbs' mistakes as and when he makes them. You know.
Yeah, actually, CheekychicO, he's very, very skilled. He can actually play very, very well.
Well, he's been found. He's made 2 errors already, Chico, and that's too many. He got away with it, you know, in the first rack, but that was down to Stubb. And this time, Stubbs going to look to punish him, but again, Stubbs got to get nicely on the 7, and then the problem will be how he gets onto this 8 ball. He could take the 4 up the table and draw back for the 7, but he's still got to get up onto this 8 or come back for the 8 into the side. So it's not a gimme this yet. And now he's got himself in trouble. I think, has he got an angle? Yes, he has. He's okay.
Yeah, he's still got 3 options. He can play the black in the middle or the top corner. Or if it depends on what angle he has, he can come off the bottom cushion and back up again and play the black in the corner.
He's going up the side. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good shot, to be fair.
But again, all from the miss from Chico this time, and he's paying the price. You know, you just cannot do stuff like that. He was far too quick in that shot, the one that he missed. He just did not take his time enough and get himself prepared.
See, when I break off, the first thing I look for is the black situated. It's like, you know, when I played Bill and you got confused with the re-rack.
No, I can't remember.
Well, I saw that there was 4 stripes immediately that was going to be around the black, which is why I re-racked. So this is kind of thing for this. I think Real Poland shouldn't go for a clearance here.
Well, you try telling him that. Yeah, I think common sense will prevail though, because he's got a very slim chance of running out here without starting to smack into balls and then just hope that he has a shot, because that's not the way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, he could try and get position for the 10, which he probably may do now, but he's still got a problem with the 11 and the 13. So I think this is where CheekychicO needs to punish him. I think CheekychicO is going to have a good chance because Stubbs going to open all of these up. And even then, if CheekychicO gets to the table, see, I would be patient and just make Stubb open up the balls.
Well, there's a missed call.
See, I don't understand where Stubbs going with these. This potting, because he's only making it easier for CheekychicO.
Look at where the cue ball's finished. I mean, that's no position to be getting on a ball. I mean, what was he going to do there other than try and play some sort of safety off that 11 ball over on the side there, or the 13, whatever ball it is.
CheekychicO's got an opportunity here to split those the pack in the centre using the 5-5. If he pots it and puts drawback on it, he'll guarantee to go into them. But the 1 and the 7s, so I think he's done the right thing there by playing safe. So I think in this situation, I think Cheeky should be patient.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cheeky should dictate on what he wants Stubb to play.
See, Stubbs, genuinely calling this into the corner. I'm just thinking, where's his next shot coming from if he doesn't smack the ball, smack the cue ball into the bunch of balls?
Yeah. No, see, now here, for me, I'd be playing the 4 to open them up and leave the white down the other end of the table. Because you can see that the 11 and the 13 are difficult to get on.
Yeah.
And the 14 and the 9 are not going anywhere.
Well, I don't know whether he's even looked at that. You see, that's a shot he should have played there, is what you said, off the 2, because that would have just chipped the 2 out. Off the 4, it would have pushed the 2 out. I don't know whether it would have freed the 8 ball up much, but at least it would have got distance and Stubb wouldn't have had a shot.
Yeah, and it adds pressure on the other player, because if the other player sees that you got balls out in the open, so all this does is just gives Stubb a chance to get his balls out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd probably push the 9 towards the corner where the 6 is and just try and control the frame that way. Whereas the shots that he's doing, he's just not... There's no benefit. He's only just made it worse. There's no benefit in playing that shot. So again, I would probably just roll up or clip the 6 and just play the white up the other end of the table. There's no value in just doing anything. But Cheeky needs to take the opportunity to open those balls up in the centre.
Well, you rest assured that if Stubbs left a shot one way or another, he'll be first to that bunch of balls to get them open.
Mm-hmm.
He's... I don't think Stubbs' patience is going to hold out a lot longer before he makes a move. Whether it'll be the right move, that remains to be seen. But as you say, I mean, at the end of the day, he's potted that one there. He's now going to get himself in trouble by doing that, I think, because he's got no other option than potting the other one up the rail. And then he's going to have no shot. He's going to open up his 14 if he does that, because he can't get to the 11. So he might hold off. If I was Stubb, I would be holding off the pot in this ball on the rail. I mean, he's maybe wanting to improve it, but Stubb needs to be careful as well, because he doesn't want to leave any sort of shot where Chico can pot a ball and get into them. And I don't think Stubb's too bothered about missing that. He's just wanting to improve it, and he's not really left Chico anything that's going to allow him to be aggressive enough and try and go for the kill, because again, that 11 ball and the 6 and the 1 are dead where they are.
So yeah, I would be tempted just to pot Stubbs 13 ball here.
Yeah, I mean that is again a good choice, and Chico's not seen these options. You know,
I mean, the only reason I say that is because the black didn't go. Stubb could have played the 14 in the top corner and screwed back to disturb the 11, but there was no guarantee on position. But having the black tied up as well.
Well, it's now different now, though. I mean, it's different from the point of view that the 8's now free, and the 14 is now free, and Chico now really has to be on the ball, because the 14 will go in this left corner.
See, Cheeky can go for a clearance here, because if he clips the 1, that clips the 11, the 6 ball, go towards the corner and put it in the corner. Or play the 5 and disturb it.
Well, he's not risking it, but that looks... I
don't...
The worry is the gap. There's a gap between the 11 and the 6. That's the only slight worry, but... and the line from the 1 and the 11 onto the 6 might be cutting it to the short rail by the jaw. I don't know, but Stubb has lost patience, and I think that again might be the wrong move.
Yeah, if Stubb's gonna show this kind of impatience, I can't see him winning. If Chico can see that, then I think he'll have the edge.
Now, I think that was a legal shot from the point of view he hit his own ball, but he's now got Chico a bit worried, because Stubbs got now his 2 remaining balls free, and Chico needs to go for the kill now.
See, I'd play the 1 in the corner, and
well, what about well, he's potted the 3. What about trying? Well, see those 2 balls. Stubbs' 2 balls are in a line behind the 4. Why doesn't Chico skim off the 2 and run up the table on the other side and just keep the cue ball in a line behind the 4? Why doesn't he clip off the 2? Well,
yeah, but see, this is the point. Like, if you had players like Cobra or Albinario, with the situation of where the balls are,
see that
they would have gone for a clearance and got it, whereas Cheeky could have cleared up there, but this shows like lack of confidence to me.
Well,
and a lot of I think the shot selections are so wrong at the moment.
Well, it should, to me.
For me, if I was playing, I would have potted the 1 in the corner and split that cluster up a little bit, knowing that I was on a ball after. It wasn't a difficult shot. I mean, quite right now, Cheeky's in a strong position now.
I wouldn't necessarily say so.
Got 2 pockets covered.
Because Stubb's going to go and try and slam this in and leave a bank. That's what he was trying there. And now Chico's in a strong position, because Stubbs made the move.
I'd played a 7-4-1, depending on what position he's on the 4. Maybe play the 2-1 combo. Because I would have left the 1 on the other side, because it's easy to get on the black.
I think I don't think I mean, at the end of the day, if he's going to leave the 7, he's just going to drop on the short side of the 8 and play it across the table, isn't he? But he's running away up the table now, so he's now going to have to take. See, this is where he's making the wrong choice, because he's now having to move this cue ball into a certain place to get on this 2. And he's got to thin this and miss the 11 if he's going to go up the table.
I think the wrong choice was the first shot.
Yeah.
He should have played the ball over the pocket near where the black is.
Got to miss the 11. And see, there's the problem. You know, that's where Chico's fallen into nasty habits, which, you know, you want minimal movement of the cue ball. That's the first objective. And when you start letting it run, you're running into trouble. And he's now having to pull a shot out in the 2. This cue ball's going to have to run around the angles.
If he puts a little bit of right-hand side, he'll be able. I don't think this is the right shot. He should be playing off of 3.
Is he playing the bank?
Yeah.
He's trying to hold it over the pocket. Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, that's a great shot.
How's this 8 ball looking? You see how tight that is. Well, it's off the rail, so he should be getting this. He's just got to get it nice and flush. And it goes.
See, I'm only looking at these tables of what I would do. But I think the shot selections are all wrong. But I don't like that break Cheeky does, though. Well,
Stubbs breaks dry. Look at this table. Apart from those two stripes and below the 8 ball, I don't think there really any of them goes. If you look at the 13, let's be honest. Let's say none of them go. I mean, somebody might say, "Oh, that 13 might go." No, it won't go. So that's a problem.
Yeah.
And if if you don't like that, the 1 ball in the solids is no good. So it's not a nice table.
See, for me, I would be playing the cushion first, playing the 11 in the corner, and then checking out what angle I have, and then moving or disturbing the 13 and 12. See, I don't think that was the right choice of. Actually, got a nice angle to move the 1 here.
Yeah, he's got to be committed. I mean, he's made the choice of taking the solid, so he's now got that 1 opportunity to get on this 1 ball, get it into play, and he's sort of bottled out there with that one.
No, I think he was trying to play.
And he's trying to cover the pocket, I think, more than anything. But he certainly wasn't committed enough to get the 1 ball out. You know, that's.
This frustrates me, because I've actually seen Cheeky play, and he can play very attacking, and he's very good at it. And I think he's.
Well, you see, there you go. There's the example there. Stubbs had 1 opportunity to deal with the problem, and he's dealt with it. Chico has had 1 opportunity and hasn't even paid any attention to it. To me, that's a big fail. As soon as you have that shot and you've got that 1 problem ball there, you must take that option. You've got to be committed. Sometimes you can't try and be defensive, when you have that opportunity. That's the only but let's be honest, it's the only problem ball in the table that Chico had, and he has refused the opportunity to break it out. Now Stubb, I can't see where Stubb's going to go wrong here, unless he can't get good on that 11.
I think the initial choice of, I think the stripes should have been the choice from the start, just purely because of where the 1 was. And you got a ball on the rail, and the 3 and 7, they're not as straightforward to get on either. Well,
Stubb could get the 11. Where's the cue ball going though? That's a disaster. Well, Chico has won a watch here. He's been given an invitation to the party from Stubb with that shot. But again, that's just poor execution by Stubb.
So I would leave the 1 there and play the 4, and then the 7, then the 3, then the 6. then the 1 and 3. Sorry, the 5 at the top.
Well, I think now he's dead straight in this 4. He doesn't want to be trying to do anything elaborate, just run through. I think he's gone a wee bit too far though. See, he's just struggling with the pace control to get good line. He's now.
So I don't understand why Stubbs low in at his own pot in the white. It's his own fault.
Well, I don't know whether he'll be laughing in a minute or two if Chico can get this out.
I think getting on the black is going to be tough.
Well, I think. Well, he's decided to go all out for the 3. Got the cut. Needs a nice double kiss in this 10. And I don't think.
Yeah, he can pot that.
Oh, he's got to be careful here. He could cut this right into the tip.
He hits it firm. He'll come off 1, 2, 3 cushions and play the 6 in the middle. I think he's got enough angle for that.
Yeah, it just went in off the point there.
Yeah, if he hit that harder, he would have had a better shot on the 6.
Well, again, this is the one that just tests your control of the cue ball. He can't finish anywhere on this right side other than behind the 6, so he's got the pace just a wee bit too heavy again.
And he's going to run into the 15.
Yeah. Well, he could go hell for leather here and put loads of draw in this, but he might be really unlucky and scratch if he does that. I don't know whether he can get that. See, the angle's too much, and that's why he's ended up overcutting it. And well, Stubb will be laughing at the end of this rack because he's been gifted the out here to square the match. But it's Chico's problem, like Stubbs, is just finding the pace, because you know, there's other guys in this tournament playing at a better level than this. So it doesn't bode well for their chances later in the tournament if they're not really getting dialed in the way of shot.
To be honest, I haven't really been watching many matches, so I can't really.
Well,
I can't really say.
I'm telling you now, watch out for Spectre Dawn, because that's the best I've seen him played in any of these big tournaments. He was really good last night. Well, Stubb with the age-old problem. Look at the distance he is from the 15, and look where the 8 ball is.
See, I'd be aiming to hit the other cushion. Enough pace to hit the other cushion, so yeah, that's a good shot.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have been getting that opportunity. It should have been 3-1. Chico knows that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Stubb, you know, when he's got a critical ball like this, he does take his time and make sure everything's lined, which is not, you know, it's not a bad thing to do. He's just making sure he doesn't rush into it. He's been given an opportunity. He doesn't want to balls it up. Well, Chico needs to redeem himself here.
Don't do the soft break.
Yes.
Play with confidence. People should be playing with confidence, not.
Well, if you look at the other thing, I don't know how are you breaking, Semi? How are you breaking? What ball are you hitting?
Well, there's a little bit of a technique with the break. People might not know this, so I'm not going to give too much away.
Well, Steve gave it away. Steve gave it away in the stream, and Albinari and Spectre Dawn last night were doing what Steve told them to do. They've been breaking from the second ball, either left or right. They did that all night last night.
Yeah, so that's what I do. I put the white in a certain position on left or right, and I aim to hit the second ball, full ball. You tend to get a really nice split, but believe it or not, there is a little bit of a technique with the follow through on the initial break. Believe it or not, there actually is. But some days, you and I both know, is that if you break in one position and you're constantly dry breaking, players should be switching to the other side and they'll get a better result. It all depends on how the racks are put together, but there is there's a hidden technique with the initial break that not a lot of people know about.
Well, other than hit the balls quite hard.
Yeah. Yes.
Well,
there's all about power, pace, what spin they have on the white. But there's also, in real life, when you break, you see the pros play, and they have a long pause before they strike the ball. And it's the same with this as well. I find that if you have a long pause or just a pause, you tend to get a better split, or at least have more chance of potting the ball. And that's kind of how that's my theory. I tend to have a really better split if I pause on the break.
Well, what's Stubbs' theory here? What's he going to do here other than try and smack into balls and get lucky? You know, is he trying to stun across past the 8 ball or draw across, I think?
That's it. No, you won't be able to do that. I don't understand why people and players leave the awkward balls until last.
You don't think he can get across for that ball? I think he can stun in the gap. Yeah, but he's missed the pot. Yeah, he played it quite well, but missing the pot.
Yeah, see, I would play the 7 onto the 9 and take the white up the other end.
Yep. Again, that's...
He should have nominated that. I don't think he nominated.
Well, I think it was more than obvious. I don't think Stubbs going to kick up a fuss about it.
See, I would have called that. Might not have been obvious. He might have hit that wrong. But
well, the question the question is here is, well, CheekychicO's committed. He's committed now. He's made the move. He's got to get to that 7 ball.
See, I would have played the 1 and used the white to nudge the 10 out to open the 7 up. I mean, he's got a nice chance here with the 6, but no real guarantee on position, which is kind of why I would have played the 1 first.
Rotor Monkey says, just tested in offline mode unless the code is different. Well, the code is different in offline because he hasn't updated offline as far as I know. The physics are different in offline. All these updates we've had recently to the physics and the break and everything in online hasn't been adapted to offline because I've not had an update.
Yeah, I don't play offline.
Well, look at where he's got Stubb now. And Stubb has had a blast, and that's going to be ball in hand. Or is it? No, he must have got it legal. He hit it that hard that I didn't see what he hit first there, but he got a legal hit.
He's got to play the 2, screw back, play the 5, 6, and then 7.
Yeah, I think Chico's...
Why isn't Stubb muted, by the way?
Well, it doesn't matter because Chico's either got muted or I think he said he would scroll the chat up, so he's not seeing anything Stubb's saying, which is fine. Sub can say all he wants. What I don't want to see is Chico typing something back in the chat, because that then means he's getting himself distracted. He's allowing himself to be distracted, and now he's now. I mean, this is 2 racks I think in a row where he's got to play a shot here, and this can very easily go wrong.
High chance of being snookered.
Yeah,
there's not really much room to play with. He needs to go past the 10.
Yeah, I think he's okay. I think he's just got there.
Risky. So I'd now play the 8 in the middle.
Yeah, that's all you do. I mean, just roll the 7 in. Don't do anything with the cue ball. See, he's trying to get round to get. See, there we go. He's not using the common sense approach. Common sense is play it simple. All you need to do is just roll that 8 into the side. And now he's having to play one of these cuts.
Do as less with the white as much as possible.
You know, and that's a big fail again. And Chico needs to wise up. He needs to wise up, Chico.
So this is one rule I'd like to know. If could you play the 10 and pop the black and the 10, and it'd be a legal shot?
I wouldn't think so.
But wouldn't you have to nominate the black?
No, because you've still got your ball in the table. You'd have to nominate the 10, obviously, but if the 8 goes in, I would assume you haven't won the game. He's trying to cross bank it, and that's a good effort. That is unlucky. And Chico's again escaped here, but there's a bit of naivety in Chico's. I mean, I didn't see the match between him and Spectre Dawn, and everybody that saw it said he played very well. Well, he's not played very well tonight. I've been less impressed with what Chico's been doing so far. Yet he's still in the lead.
Yeah, so this is the thing for me. I don't think players should change the way that they play. I mean, Chico's strengths are he can actually play, and he can play really well. I've played him quite a lot over the last couple of months, and he can run racks like Cobra without any issues.
Well, I think his problem then is he's playing stubborn. He's not playing the table.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I think. He's playing the player rather than the actual table. Because I mean, me, I would not change the way that I play. If I lose, then yeah, fair play. But I wouldn't change the way that I play.
Well, Stubb should be out here. I mean, a good break. Balls are all well split. Committed to the stripes. The problem for Stubb though is the age-old problem that he's committed to the stripes, and there is not a stripe ball near that 8 ball.
Did he just pot a stripe near the 8 ball?
I can't even remember, because looking at the chat again.
Yeah, because this is one thing that I look for when I'm going for a clearance. I see where the balls are. If there's balls near the black and it's easy to get on, I'll leave it.
Yeah, you've got
because it's easy to get on the black with that ball.
Yeah. That's what you've got to do.
You should play the 11 in the middle, leave a slight angle, and then pop the 13 in the other middle, but leaving the white on the right side to play in the black in the 6 ball side. Not in the middle, but in the corner.
I don't know where he's going here. He's got to.
I think
he's trying to run. He looks as if he's going forward towards the 6, or is he stunning past the 3? Try and take it up into the side.
Yeah, this is a wrong choice. And I think the angle that he has, I think he's going to run past the 8 ball.
Yeah, he's digging down now. He's trying to draw it. He's trying to stun down and hold it for the 8, but.
Yeah, he's a bit lucky.
You know, that's just lucky. You know, that's not playing exact position. Okay, he's got a straight in 8 ball, but you know that could have easily ended up nowhere.
Yeah, I think he's tried to play that the black in the corner down this end.
But it was a break and run. They all count.
See, for me, if someone did this to me, the first thing I would do here is pot the one and disturb everything.
Yeah, Stubb.
And then use the 4 ball to open the off the 9. To open the pocket up for that, and hopefully the 9 would have gone into the pack again. But I don't think Stubb has got really a tactical brain in him, which is probably a good thing. Cheeky's doing this.
Well, you can certainly see the one.
And Cobra's right; is playing too safe.
Yeah, I mean, I certainly. I don't know the logic behind playing this soft break. I mean that's obviously being defensive, but the thing is has Chico got enough game to deal with this situation if he gets in? Well, we've seen he's been making wrong decisions.
So the thing is also as well, if you've done a soft break like that and the ball's where they are, and somehow the other players cleared these up, that's going to make you think. It's like, oh, okay. Then you're going to change your game. You don't want to do it again, just in case he does it again.
No Twitch today, YouTube exclusive for this match.
Who is?
I think it's, who's that? That's a name I've never seen before. A. Manning. Well, Stubbs had a slam. I think it was fairly straight because he didn't move the cue ball much.
Steve. I wonder if it's Steve trying to come in the chat.
Where?
Earlier.
Hang on a minute. Just give me a second, guys.
No, he's not in.
I thought that's where he was.
No. See, Stubb don't like that break. It's because Stubb's just an all-out potter. He's got no tactics behind him. He's got no strategy behind him either. So, I mean, you got to give Chico his way of playing. I think Hugh's on.
No, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, mate.
Well, Stubbs pushed Chico's 9 ball over the hole, which is perfectly okay for Chico, because if at any point he gets down to that 13, let's have a look at the 13. Well, the 13 doesn't go past the 6. I thought the 13 might have skimmed past the 6, but it doesn't.
See, again, for me, I just don't see the benefit in potting that. I would rather free a ball out like the 13 when he had the opportunity. I don't understand the logic behind potting the ball, because it's only going to make things easier for the other opponent, with having less balls on the table. I mean, Stubbs in trouble here anyway.
Yeah, those two balls next to the 8 ball, they're fine where they are as far as Chico's concerned. He's 14s in the open.
And the 5.
Yeah. He can keep that pink 12 ball there as long as he wants. He's got the 13 there onto a ball that's over his own pocket. So, I mean, Chico, if this was a chess match, this is not far off checkmate. But he's just, well, I think he's got away with that, has he? He's just pushed that 13 into the bunch almost. And I don't know whether he can. I think he can get it right now.
Now, I'd be tempted to play the 5 onto the 9 now.
Oh, it's Stubb that's at the table.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was Chico, I've just realised.
It's alright, Hugh, I'll keep you on track.
Stubb's all out again.
I've heard too much of your commentary when you get all confused.
Yeah, because see, I'm multitasking here. I'm reading the chat and trying to keep an eye on the match. He's gone for the reverse bank. I think he might try to reverse bank and draw this into these balls to open them up. He might be...
Yeah, he'll never get there. He'll go past that.
Nope, he didn't do it. So now what does he do? You know, Stubbs backed himself right into a corner here. I can't see what he's going to try unless that's a combo. Let's have a look. I think that's a pretty good combo. All or nothing.
There's a big gap.
No, what's he done here? He's calling the 7. Has he not even looked at the combo? He's not looked at the combo, I don't think.
Well, the problem with the combo is that it's all good. You can pot the 3, but there's no guaranteed position on the 7.
Yeah, but Stubb rises up most of the time. He's going to try and break this out now. He's no guarantee he's going to have a shot in the 3 playing this either.
Well, he can stun the white a little bit over, so I think he's got more of a chance of gaining position with the bank, what he's going to attempt now. But it looks like he's going into the yeah, that's as much as I'm going to hate to say this, that was a very good shot.
Well, that's worked out.
But
well, I think he's got to go forward and up the left side of this. Well, how does he get? Or does he try and stun behind the 13? I think he's going to try and stun behind the 13.
No, just roll the 3 in, and he's got the 8 in the other corner.
Or is he going to play it in the side or play it up table?
Yeah, that's what I would play.
I think he's going around the corner here by the look of it. He's digging in. Or is he trying to kill it? Well...
Yeah, I don't think that was the right shot. He could have just played that dead weight, potted the ball and had the same shot that he's doing now, but with white in a better place.
See, this is what keeps Stubb in matches, digging out pots. Because there was never guaranteed position there, and he's ended up with an awkward 8 ball here into a blind pocket 9 feet away.
I'd go for the other corner instead.
What, the one up past the 10?
Yeah, that to me is more of a
I don't put it this way. I don't like either of them. But he's played it well. And Stubb into the lead, I think, for the first time. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, this is a way to talk Chico out of his soft break. Because Stubbs bust him open, got a ball.
Spots.
Yeah.
This one definitely. Play the 1. See, I would go for the 1. Screw back, pot the 5, which opens up the pocket for the 3.
You've got to get your terminology right, Semi. We're in American pool here. It's not screw back, it's draw, right? You've got to use the terminology for these viewers here. Snooker terminology doesn't work in pool.
But we have some mainly. Okay, roll back. I'll have a terminology book next to me next time.
And it's solids, not spots. Just for Cobra's sake.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, I've beat Cobra to it. He's already typed spots in the chat, so it's definitely solids.
Sorry, Cobra. You're still rubbish.
No, it's rails, draw, solids.
Yeah. Okay, noted.
Well, Stubb should be getting daylight here, I would think. You know, he should be 2 up. Now,
he should be playing the 2 onto the 6, and then the playing the 3, 4, 7 and then back on the 2 again for a better, easy position for the 8.
Well, the only worry here is the pace he's going to play this at and where the 2 ball finishes. Because
Well,
the 2 is going to go to the rail. It's going to go to the rail because he's having to cut this 2 onto the 6 to make the 6. So the 2's going to the long rail on the side and coming out. And where it ends up, nobody knows. But it's ended up not bad.
Yeah, he could have hit that a lot softer and still got a better result. The 2 would have stayed over the corner or hovered around the corner.
You know, he's going to have problems getting to this 8 ball because he's now not really got a good shot as an alternative to the 2. I mean, he could cut the 3, but you know, he's.
Yeah, I'd play the 3 here because the 2, so the 4 and then 2 would have been a better choice.
Well, let's be honest, there's not a ball that's left here for Stubb that's any good to get on this 8 ball. I mean, the 11 ball's the problem, and if he's comes down the right side, he has to get into that gap between the 9 and the 11.
Yeah, which is why I would have left the 2 because that was the easiest one to get on black. If he's going to go for the 3 next, I think that's harder.
Now, again, he's took a risk there to improve the 8 ball. And now he has improved it because it's now open into the pocket that he's more than likely going to be taking it into. But he's dead straight in the 3.
Yeah, he should bring the white. He needs to hit this hard. And kind of sort of stun it back out. Not.
You know, that's where Stubb ends up getting himself in trouble. You know, he's gone way out of line and having to slam a 3 ball to try and just get the cue ball into the table to at least see the 7. And Chico now has another golden opportunity to punish Stubb, get this match all square again. And let's be honest, if he doesn't, it's a fail.
Yeah, you know, the 12 ball's in an awkward position. Yeah, I think he's got a good opportunity now to actually. I would probably be tempted to try and move the 12 into a better position.
Well, I wouldn't be trying to move it. I'd be just trying to get into the table. I mean, if you can get to the 12, no problem. Off this 11, you know, just get the cue ball into the table. The worst that will happen is you'll finish on the 9. So if you get in the middle of the table, you can still get the 12. You know, he could see. He could cut it now, but he's going to run into the 7 if he does that.
Yeah, but he was going to run into the 7 anyway, where that position of the 12 is.
He's got to take this now that he's on it.
Yeah.
Oh dear, disaster. And that's the problem. I think he get the double kiss there.
Yeah, I think not being biased, but I think it would have been better to at least attempt to disturb it because you had the 9 ball and the 15 ball as backups.
And Stubbs now get an easy drop through for the 8, and again it's another fail by Chico.
Yeah, I don't think that was unlucky.
Well, I think he did get a double kiss, and there was no sort of guarantee that was going to happen. You know, the idea was he was going to brush off that and run down for one of his balls in the top rail there, and he got the double kiss, which done him. That you can never legislate for that happening, but it doesn't matter how it happened. It's a fail by Chico with a fairly open table with one slight problem ball, and you just can't be doing that against Stubb.
Yeah,
you can't do it against anybody. Put it that way. But as you go deeper into the tournament, you're going to get heavily punished for these sort of failures.
He's out of position already. You'd want to play the get on the 9 as quick as possible. So I think that's probably one of the main problems. But then again, you can get on that with the 14. So maybe it's the 10. I can't see a problem here. Yeah, then the 9 ball net.
You know, see when you think about it, when you watch Stubb on that video, he does not play VP4 like he plays anywhere near the way he plays in that video.
Yeah, but you also got to bear in mind that he's probably had 100 frames before and had one or two frames that he's actually ran a rack.
He just seems to be quite content. I mean, I've always said to Stubb, I says your biggest problem is you don't move the ball as well as a lot of the guys are doing now. You know, he's been getting away with it for years because he can pop balls, but he hasn't accepted the fact that better cue ball control and better position generally gives you better results. And then he'll sit wondering why he's never won one of these big tournaments. You know.
Yeah, I've seen the videos and to be honest, I was extremely impressed, and I've done nothing but praise him for those videos. I even asked him to do more. But like what you said, if he can actually listen and understand the positional side, he could be a real force in the game.
Well, the trouble is he thinks he is, but you know, he's going to come up against somebody or other. We know who those people are going to be at the end of the day. He's going to cup up. I'll say that again. He's going to come up against, you know, one of the main contenders, and then he's going to take his eye off the ball by typing useless stuff in the chat and not focusing on bettering his positional play, and rely on errors to jump on from the opponents. Well, if he was playing Spectre Dawn last night, Stubb would never get a sniff either, because there was nobody beating Spectre Dawn last night. He was so solid, one error in the whole game. And look at the amount of errors we saw in this game. You know, bucket loads we've seen so far. So the standard is way below what you have to be to think yourself as a contender to win this. And Stubb believes that he is. And he is only for one reason. He can pop balls, but for no other reason. You know, he just does not get good shape. He's too loose with the cue ball, and he will be found out eventually.
Yeah, he's a great potter. Relies on his potting far too much.
Now, Chico.
I think for me, I think he's left this too late.
Well,
he now needs to get a position on 12 to use the white.
Well, he's got to get the. Is he taking the? Can he not thin cut that 12 and try and get out into the table gentle enough, miss the 7 and leave an angle in the 14 to break the 11 out? You know, to me, that's the shot that's available. Unless he's taking the 14, can he see it? Yes, he can.
Yeah,
but I don't. I mean, he's playing a safety, but to me, he can cut the 12 and get out into the table if he can get the path of the cue ball, and then try and break out the 11. But that's maybe been over aggressive. I don't know, but you know, he's. Stubb's got the same problem. He's going to take the chance straight away, though. I think he's going to try and run into this one. You know,
see, Chico's gone for pop, and then realised, well, actually, there's a problem. Whereas he should have seen the problem at the very early stage before potting any balls.
Well, I wonder how you know, Cobra and Albinario would have dealt with that there, because to me you could thin cut the 12, and because you're hitting it thin, the cue ball should be still coming back up the table, And then if you get the pace right, you've got the angle on that other ball that you can pot and then bring that 11 into play. He's again, I think he's missed a trick there. Sometimes you've just got to bite the bullet and go for that particular shot.
But yeah, I mean, for me, I would have potted a ball first and got on a ball to disturb that lot.
Yeah,
like within the first 2 shots.
Well, here Stubb goes again. You know, every effort to try and get these into play.
So both of these are just making it easy for the other player, just having less balls on the table.
Well, you know where Stubb's going now. He should be skimming off that 3 and just running up the table. And been brave enough to just try and not let Chico see much. If he banks the 3 to the side rail and it comes back out and sends the cue ball up the table, I don't think Chico will have a shot.
The 3 goes in the top corner.
Is he going all out for the cut?
I think so, yeah.
Well,
and that opens up the 1.
How does that open up the 8 unless he leaves a bank?
Oh dear. He's got an opportunity to hit the 11. He needs to hit the 11 to push the black out in the open.
This is another all or nothing shot by Stubb.
So I'd be trying to aim to hit the left side of the. So he had a good angle. If he hit that harder, the angle would have changed slightly.
See, now Chico's going to have no shot.
He could have clipped the stripe and forced the black to come out. He's just going to clip it. I don't think this is a good shot, because if Cheeky hits one of these 2 balls down here, it stops him in a lot of trouble. Because if Cheeky gets if he gets a foul, a visit, if Stubb doesn't hit this 8 ball, I'd be hitting the 11, moving the black out and leaving the white tight on the 11. I can't hear you.
No, because I'm not talking. I'm listening to you. Well, I don't know what Stubb's going to do here other than try and roll dead weight onto the 8. Well, that's too heavy. Unless you're just trying to skim it. Well, it's all there now to square the match. I don't think Stubb watches any of these other guys in the tournament. I don't think Stubb's been watching Spectre Dawn. He's never said anything, but or watching Albinario when he was in it, or yourself. I don't think he's got any interest in what anybody else is doing in the tournament and what level they're playing at. He's got his own level. He's single-minded in his way of doing things, and it's not the right way. He just won't listen.
Yeah. So he should be looking at it. Why hasn't he won a tournament? I mean, he's more than capable, don't get me wrong. But he needs to admit that, he is doing stuff wrong. But he won't. That's the problem.
Yeah. Now, whose break was that? Chico's break, and it sounded good, and it looks good. Well,
stripes. For me, it'll be. I would play the 11 down the table in the balk end to play the 1 on the rail. That would be my first shot.
13 is off the rail.
So I don't think he should leave the 10 till last. I think the 14 or the 9 last.
I think the worry here is that he's got one shot in this 13 where he can get on the 10, and I think he should be looking at taking that out.
Well, that's not bad because it's opened a bigger pocket for the black.
Yeah, it's not bad the fact that he hit the 1. Where was that cue ball going if it didn't hit the 1? That's a question. I don't think he would have had much of a shot the way the cue ball was running, but he's got lucky. And
so you play the white. You should play the 10, roll the white forward, and then play the 9 in the other in the middle.
And off the 1, you mean, or into the other one?
No, into the other one. Play the 10, roll the white forward, and then play the 9 in the other middle.
See, playing this ball means he's having to move the cue ball. You see that? I don't agree with that.
I think that was the wrong choice.
You know, he's having to move the cue ball again, and the worst news for him is that there is not a problem on this table for Stubb, and Stubb will just, he'll just wipe the floor with him in this rack.
Yeah, and he's already got on the problem ball already. 6 ball was the problem.
But Chico's choice there was wrong. Got to keep it simple. Anyway, he's playing a shot where he's having to move the cue ball again, and you just don't want to be doing it. The simplest way is little stuns and whatever, just to get shape. And when you start running the cue ball, you start relying on your pace control to get good line onto that next ball. That should be your last choice.
Yeah, he was perfect on the 10 ball as well.
It's there's a bit of naivety there from what I'm seeing. It has to be imprinted in your brain that you keep it simple.
See there for me, I would have played the 4 and have the 3 ball or the ball that he just potted to get on the black. I think him leaving the 4 ball till last is not a good choice.
Because it always means that things can go wrong, and the problem here as well is what the angle's going to be on this 4 ball.
Yeah. I mean, I think if he leaves the white down this end after putting the 4, I don't think with Stubbs banded, I can't see him missing it.
Yeah, he's just going to drop through, just roll it in and pot the 8 up the table. He's not going to do anything here with the cue ball, just a roll in.
Yeah, but this could have gone so wrong. If he would have left the balls up at the ball end till last, he's got so much area to play with. Whereas that 10 ball was a hindrance.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. What matters is it's a golden chance thrown away by Chico. He should have been in front there, and Stubb is. I wouldn't say giving him a great opportunity here because there's a proper mess here, but it's a scratch and a break. Well, what do you do here? Because we've got real trouble in this bottom right-hand corner.
I would go for spots. Solids. Sorry, Cobra.
Solids it is. Cobra keeps saying it's spots, but then if you're going for the solids, then you've got to get rid of the 1.
The 1 ball's first
because it's blocking the 6 and the 2.
Yeah, you want it. Yeah.
Again,
okay, that to me is so the wrong choice.
What's Chico going to do here other than run forward and try and break into these balls right now? We know again, no guarantee he's going to have a shot. No, he's not even doing that. So
that to me just shows that the player's not confident.
Yeah, you've got to, I mean, it's all very well.
Unless he's trying to break Stubbs' rhythm. I mean, like if you had players like Cobra or Albinario or Spectre Dawn, they would have gone for a clearance there and potted the 1 first.
Yeah.
Then all the solids went. The only downside is the black. But then you could leave the 6 or the 2 until last to get on the black. See, if I was stub here, I'd be playing the 2 onto the 9.
He's scratched again. Again, he's letting the cue ball run. And as long as Stubb keeps doing things like that, he's keeping Chico in the game as well by doing it.
This is a wrong choice as well. He should be playing the 15 in the other corner down this end, and using the white to disturb the stripes there.
Well, he's done it, but where's his next shot other than running off the rail and potting the 9? Because he's no other shot. He's got to spin out just in behind that 14 ball, I think it is. He's missed it.
So if he played the his first shot into the other corner, the white would have been on the side where he is now, and he would have had a better choice of shots, and still opening up the balls.
Oh dear. Well, I think he's left a cut on the 1 for Stubb, and that gets rid of his problem ball.
Yeah, he's got to play the 1 first.
I think Chica was thinking about holding for that. Is that the 11 ball above the 8 there, or the 13? And he was trying to hold for that, and then play those last 2 balls to play the 8 on the left side.
I don't know, I'm just reading Cobra's. He said spots. I did say spots.
Yes, Cobra likes.
Then I got told off.
No, Cobra likes to call them spots, but it's solids all day long.
Well, I'll do Cobra a favour and I'll say solids.
No, you're not doing Cobra a favour. He likes to say spots.
Yeah, I know. Let's just wind him up. Okay, well, I'm going to say spots and screw back. English terms. None of this American rubbish.
Yeah, this again is not ideal here where Stubbs sitting.
Well, if he plays the 2, he can use the white to hit the black. And he's got 2 choices then. I mean, even if he misses the black and comes on the other side, he's got the 7 in the other corner. Actually, it's probably not a bad choice.
Well, that's not worked out, so he's done now. And the only saving grace there for Stubb is he's locked the 8 ball up.
Done it on purpose, Cobra.
Now, what's Stubb called here? The reverse bank into this corner, has he? Looks like it.
Oh, God. He's going to get nowhere near that 7.
Yeah, I mean, this is all or nothing for whatever reason, and he's hoping to run around the table and come up somewhere near. Well, I presume that's a missed call, because I can't remember what pocket it was. I'm presuming it's the one nearest us in this corner. Yeah, it's a missed call, so it has to be the 10 ball to get on that 8, surely.
Yeah, see here, for me, I'd be playing the 10 and using the white to move and disturb the black, knowing that you got the 12 and the 14 to fall back on.
Yeah, but you've got to hit that firm enough to make.
It opens up the black in so many pockets, whereas at the moment he's only got 1 choice.
Yeah, but you do have to play that reasonably firm to make sure you not only nudge the 8 and you don't finish up behind something and still be on one of your balls, so don't you?
Yeah, but you could play the 10 in the top corner and use the white to follow through. Well, even if you hit the 7 ball, you would have had guaranteed to be on the balls that are over the corner.
Well, whatever way we'll look at it, the way this table is right now, if Chico does not win this rack, there's something seriously wrong. I mean, Stubb is backed into a corner here with no shot, and if he does get a hit, all he's going to do is open up the 8 ball and make it easier for Chico. I can't see where Chico's going to lose this rack. He's only going to miss a ball and gift it to Stubb.
Yes, that is such a poor shot.
You know that.
So play the 13 first in the corner. If he doesn't play that first, he needs to play that first, and then the 10, and then the 12, and then the 14,
yeah,
and then black in the middle.
Yeah, he's got to get rid of that 13 right now to open up the 8. You know, if he's going to leave that, then he has to get good on it. So he needs to get rid of it.
Yeah, just a soft draw, as you might call it. Just come back a few inches.
Oh, good evening to Mooncake. Mooncake's maybe been hunting around on Twitch looking for the stream, but it's only on YouTube.
So again here, I think the shot selections, you can still get on the 8, but I think the other way, removing the 10 early would have been a better choice.
Well, this is simple enough. You just roll that in and go through and leave the 8 into this corner where the camera is at the moment. That's how you keep it simple. No. This is as I said earlier, it's a Sky Box Office YouTube collaboration exclusive tonight, and we've got Semi-Pro in the commentary box. Well, we're back all square, 6 racks all. This match has been on for what, an hour and 20 minutes?
Too long. Oh God, no!
And Chico's at it again with a soft break.
And a foul break. See, is that not a choice of re-rack?
Yeah, but the thing is, if Stubb puts him in again, what's Chico going to do? Exactly the same. So there's no point in Stubb putting him back in.
Yeah, but Stubb should have the choice.
I think he did, but I think Stubb's seen the light and realises that Chico's not going to change his way.
But that was a foul break. Surely that.
I think
if he had the choice to re-rack,
somebody will remind us what the options are when it's a foul break. It's a re-rack, or you can play from the position that the balls are in. Am I right? Or Stubb can break. See, Larry's there. Larry knows the rules better.
See, I might actually test that out myself.
Stubb could have chose to break there according to Larry, because that was a foul break. Which, in that respect, I'm wondering why he didn't.
Yeah, because I would have re-racked and broke out. I thought, I would think great.
Stubb would have wanted to smack them all open. I don't know why he didn't do it.
But maybe Stubbs won more of the games when the balls have been tight. But I don't understand that logic either. I mean, if I had the chance to re-rack and re-break, I'd take that straight away. I know you're going to get a chance of having a dry break, but I'd rather lose a frame that way than playing a frame like this.
Oh, we've got a dispute here in the chat. Cobra says he doesn't think he can break. I tend to believe Larry. I think Larry's right.
I'm going to test it later on. So this is exactly why players shouldn't do that soft break, because there are opportunities out there that you can use a ball to disturb everything. And having this.
Well, Stubbs now he's looking good here.
Playing the 9 and going in between the black and the 12. and then playing the 13 up long in the corner, and then where's the 12 go? Oh, he's a bit lucky there.
Well,
Cobra, go test that breakout and come back and tell us.
Well, it'd be interesting to look back at this video and see the soft breaks that. Well, they've all been soft breaks, haven't they, from CheekychicO? I think they have been, and how many racks he's won or lost because of it. Because he's not going to win this one.
Yeah, but this frustrates me because CheekychicO's more than capable of running a table if he pots off the break.
Well, you know, let's be honest. All he's done is delayed Stubbs' opportunity to break them out. As soon as Stubb got in and got a sniff, that was the first thing he did.
Yeah.
Well, this
should actually worry CheekychicO to not do it. Because if I'd done a soft break and I saw someone clearing up from a where all the balls are cluttered and clustered,
where he's fouled, remember, as well, he didn't get the 4 balls to the rail.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was a fail in all accounts. He broke soft, didn't do a legal break. Stubbs came in, had an opportunity to smack them open, done it, and ran the table. So everything's went wrong in that one for CheekychicO, and he's now behind.
Cobra, you are my slave.
And what's more, Stubbs broke with a 1 rack lead, got a ball. You know, this is where it tests Stubb here to get on that 12, and he's got 2 good balls to get on that 12 and find his way out.
So that 12 doesn't really go anywhere.
I think it goes up past the 8. Oh yeah, you can cheat. You can cheat that off the rail.
Yeah, but I probably want to be taking the. If I'm going to do that, I would be wanting to do that now. Play the 13 and then pot that.
Yeah, he's having a look at it. He's had a look at that 12.
I wouldn't be playing the 14 though. I'd be playing the 13.
Yeah, once you get right behind it.
Yeah, you want to be as straight as possible on a ball like this. No, even then he can roll a white forward and play the 11 in the other corner after, so he's guaranteed to be on a ball. But I definitely would be playing the 13 first.
Has anybody got the snooker on? Let me know who's playing and give me an update in the scores, please, because I can't remember who's playing tonight. I'll be honest, I'd much rather been watching that than this. The choices are ambiguous. Re-rack lets your opponent re-break. Re-rack lets you break and play. Well, I'm even more confused with that one, Larry. The choices are ambiguous. Re-rack lets your opponent re-break.
Right, okay. Okay. So if CheekychicO, when CheekychicO done that, it means that if the choice that Stubb had, it would have put CheekychicO back in and break again. That's how I understand that.
Well, now I'm getting. I presume he's taking this 12 up the rail. I mean, how's he going to get back on it if he doesn't?
Yeah, I don't understand why he didn't take it when he had the chance. He was in a very good position then.
Lets you break. So, right, Larry, do us a favour, write that out again, so that I can understand it, please.
So, in simple terms, CheekychicO's fouled on the break. Stubb had a choice, denied it, but if he chose to, he could have broke.
Yeah, but one of the choices, Larry hasn't mentioned it, but one of the choices has to be play the table in place or something to that effect, however it's worded in VP4. And Stubb took that option. But the other option must be re-rack, which means that you force the other player to break again. Is that right? Well, re-break, says Rotor Monkey, lets you break yourself. So there isn't three choices then, is that right? You don't have a choice to break yourself. You have a choice to play the table as it is, or put your opponent back in to break again. Right, so Larry's written, re-rack lets the opponent break again. Re-rack or re-break means you break. Right, I understand that part. And the last option is to play it as it is, right. So that's the three options. So re-rack forces him to break. Re-break lets you break. And then, or play the table and play as it is, right.
So really, that soft break's a win-win situation then. Because if you've got the intention to do a soft break, even if you foul, you know that the opponent's not going to put you back in to re-break.
Because you're soft
break. So there's no benefit of...
Because he's soft breaking, that's why he didn't put him in.
Yeah.
And the other bad news is, Stubbs got a 2-rack lead, Chico's broke dry, and... well, these balls are not all that bad. He's committed to the solids. When I say not all that bad, the 2 balls up table, but his other 2 balls are a wee bit dicey, where they're sitting the pink 4 and the 5. But if he gets rid of the 2, that takes care of that situation.
I mean, watching Stubb play this, I mean, in Stubbs' defence, he's taken out some good clearances. But if Chico played the game that I know he can, I think he'll give Stubb a run for his money.
Right.
Even though it's 8-6 at the moment, but I think Chico is more than capable of, as I said earlier, running racks.
Well, thank you to Brain Fell Out. Lazowski's 2-0 up against Zhao. And Hawkins is 1-0 up against Hicks. How can Hawkins be 1-0 up against Hicks when the match started 2 hours ago? Come on! What the hell's happening in that match? I mean, it's 9 o'clock at night. The match has surely started at 7 o'clock. And you tell me it's only 2-0 to Lazowski and 1-0 to Hawkins? Goodness me. Anyway. Oh, I think he's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't imagine him messing this up. He needs to get the white around where the 12 is, but...
yeah, he just needs to get high enough. And he has done.
Yep.
Well, is Chico going to change his strategy on his next break, because he's now going to be trailing by 3?
See, I don't think any player should change the way that they play. And I think, personally, I think Chico's, if Stubb wins this 11 to whatever, I think Chico should kick himself because he's not played his natural game.
Well, the question to ask those guys that are watching is, did anybody watch Spectre Dawn against CheekychicO?
Albinario did.
Right. Now, did Albinario not tell me that Chico played very well and ran, a bunch of racks? So there's something that is a totally different game that he played against Spectre Dawn. He must have been, breaking them open. And getting balls in the break and then running the table. Simple as that.
Didn't Albinario record it? Or
I don't know whether he did or he didn't.
He did say that Chico ran a lot of racks.
Well, that tells me that he's playing a totally different game tonight than he did in that match. There's no way he can beat Spectre Dawn like that and not being aggressive and going for it.
I'm wondering if he's playing, like we said earlier, that he's playing Stubb rather than a table.
Yeah.
I think he's doing the soft break just to try and get into Stubbs' head. And I think that's actually backfired on him.
Well, it's not working. Not when you're trailing by 3 and running out of racks. Well, but the thing is, if Spectre Dawn's break wasn't working, then he may well have had a bunch of dry breaks when he had an opportunity. But the thing is, though, that Chico was finding ways to run out. He was obviously going for it when he was having those chances.
Oh dear.
Well, there's a fatal mistake.
See, yeah, he's got to take the 7, and
I'll immediately smack into something here to move the 8. That's not really helped a great deal.
3's an issue. He needs to get. How can we get on that one? So I would probably be tempted to play the 6 and then the 2 to get position for the 3.
So you're talking about dropping just in the bottom side behind the 8 ball to play the 3 up table, obviously, because it doesn't go anywhere else.
Yes.
Well,
depending on what angle he has, he can then play the 4.
I can do that now. I mean, he can get to where you're talking about right now. The question is whether he's going to do it. He might be trying to get onto the 5 to then stun into the 3 or draw into it.
Yeah, but then you got the 4 ball, which is a problem. But then again, you can play the 4. I don't think that's the right choice. I think he should have played the 2 to get on the 3. That's what I mean. If you're going for a clearance, you need to see these problems.
Well, you know what he's going to do now is he's going to play the 4 on the side, and then, well, he's drawing off again. He's digging down in the cue ball. Where's he going now?
I think he's going to lose position here.
Well, I can't understand what he's trying to do here off this. Draw to the rail and run up into the 8 ball. Well, this has got me puzzled. No. He was trying to get behind the 3, but he's got weird ways of trying to get... I mean, why didn't he take that opportunity from the 2 ball when he had the line in the 2 ball on the left side there to just drop in behind the 8 much earlier in the rack?
Yeah, see, earlier on in the frame when he had the 1 ball on the rail, I would probably would have been inclined to leave that last because that was the easiest ball to get on the black.
Well, this is no good shape whatsoever where Chico's ended up. And
he's got a chance. He can clip the 11, go around the table, to pretty much get the white nearer the middle of the table. But it's the 10 ball that's the issue.
Well, I think he might be just trying to nudge this over the pocket more than anything. If he's going to play the cut. Good evening to Albie. Albie, you're the one that can answer. Was Chico soft breaking against Spectre Dawn in that match, in his last match?
He couldn't have been if he run eight racks.
And of course, you know, big problem here, having to pot the 9. I mean, there's one shot to get on. Well, there may be other shots, but there is one shot that you can play. But you've got to be really good to get there. You could go inside right English. I don't know what the hell he tried there. But it would have been a really, really good shot to drop on the bottom side, left side of this 4. But you could go... I mean, it would be a really flashy shot inside English to then hit that rail, spin that way, and spin down here to get that 10 into the side. But
So I think that's a wrong choice. I think Stubb should have played safe there.
Stubb never plays safe.
And try and get ball in hand to play a 3.
He's inside English to check this and just come back up to find a 3. What's he trying to do here? Well, he's got there. I mean, he's close to it, but he's got there.
He did not play that.
He certainly played it with inside to straighten the cue ball back up. He didn't want to go as close as this, though. But he's got a pot. Albinario says, no, he broke and made balls. Spectre had crap break stats and 3 scratches. Chico had 9 racks run. Right, so Chico's got it all wrong tonight.
Yeah, I think based on what Cobra said, that Albie told Chico to do the soft break.
What, for this match?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that wasn't
Albie's fault.
It wasn't good advice because Stubbs now in the hill.
Yeah, that's true, Cobra. I think that's just mainly down to shot choice. To be honest, I think both shot choices hasn't been great.
Yeah, Stubb can't come out of this thinking he's a main contender to win this, because I can't for the life of me see where Stubbs going to be running loose so often that he's not going to get picked off eventually. Cue ball. Is it going to spin in? No, it hasn't.
Yeah, okay.
So Stubb on the solids. Again, there's issues to be dealt with. The 2 ball does go below the 10 and the 14 into the left corner. I mean, it goes in the right corner if you can really drop into a gap, but let's be honest, his best chance is coming down the right side to deal with it, but the 1 ball's a problem.
Positional wise, 6 ball's hard to get on, the 4 ball's hard to get on. The 1 and 2 go, the 5's difficult to get on unless you're in the middle of the table.
Yeah, Stubbs got by far the especially the first couple of matches. I mean, he's had the easier draw, no doubt about that. But he's going to run into trouble soon enough.
Yeah, I think if if Chico played his natural game, I think he would have put up a better fight. And we would have seen more of a natural game from Chico. But yeah, Stubb, I don't think watching this match, Stubb hasn't even been tested. Not really.
And the biggest fail is he's not being punished often enough like he will do eventually. You know, if there's a similar match to this, when he bumps into one of the big guns, you know, that sort of lack of accuracy that he has on getting the best shape, because every time he's playing awkward balls to go into the next ball, it's always, you're going to eventually run out. You go to the well once too often, you're going to come up dry eventually.
Yeah, see, like this clearance that Stubbs gone for, I don't get what the plan was.
Well, what does he do now?
Too many problems to deal with.
Look what he's left with now. I mean, he's got nothing. And
I mean, even if he gets the, I mean, that doesn't even go, the 4 in that corner. He's trying to bank on the 4 in the corner, and that cannot go. And even if he pots it, he's got nothing on the 5.
Well, I
This is
think
where CheekychicO needs to step up, and when he's got a chance.
yeah, but I mean, Stubbs got all the balls in his court. He's 4 racks up on the hill. Chico sooner or later has to deal with that 13 ball stuck next to the 5.
Yeah, I'd be tempted just to roll the to the 15. Yeah, that's not a bad choice. Oh, that's a foul.
So straight away now, Chico's been given. I suppose in one way, Stubbs, he's committed to foul. He's now testing Chico's nerve to the full here with ball in hand to take this out.
I'd play the 9 for the 14. I suppose it don't really matter which way you go. So where's the problem here, do you think?
Well, I think the problem is running into balls that he doesn't need to. So far, he hasn't done. He's just got to pick his way through. The worry is that with this shot he's got here, he does
play the 13 for that first.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't want to be moving this cue ball as much. He doesn't want to move it at all if he can help it. So get rid of the 13. And now it's a straight draw back up the table, up to the middle pocket. Give yourself plenty of room. Or there or thereabouts. Now, as long as I think he's got a good angle as well here. He's got just enough to work with. Well, he needed to open that angle a bit more. Now he's got to be committed. He's got to play the pot and get out into the table on the left side here.
I don't think
he wants to nurse this in. Well, he's trying to hold it off. You see, there's the problem. That is the problem. You've got to be committed to get out into the table, and he's trying to be cute. And now he's going to balls it up. He had to go across the table there and make that much easier by opening the angle and then trying to be cute and touchy. He's left himself a tough 8 ball. He's got it done, but he could have made it an awful lot easier.
Nice recovery. But this would be interesting if Chico gets another chance. If he does that soft break. So now, I think he should just loosen his arm, as to speak.
Well, the horse is already bolted, I'm afraid. The horse is already bolted. He's relying on Stubb now. That's the problem. Stubb's got to commit Harry Carey here to lose this match now, and I don't see that happening.
See, like here for me, I'd be going for stripes, playing the 9 ball, the 13 ball, and then all the other balls go. So he's dealt with a problem straight away. I know the spots. The 7 ball is tight. The 1 ball is only really goes in one pocket. I think personally, the strikes were in a better position for a clearance.
Well, why doesn't he just take the 1 and the 7 right now? He could eventually just roll that 2 and then play the 8 across into the side here if the worst comes to the worst. Yeah,
and also the 2's not straightforward to get on as well. Well, I think he's going for the wrong choice here. 1 ball first, and then the 7.
So now the problem is you've got 2 lots of balls at opposite ends of the table, so he's having to work up and down, and it looks as if then that he's trying to get into the back of this 1 ball to get rid of it. I think he's got to.
Yeah. See, this is a mistake that many players do, where he should be playing the one ball right now, just to move the black in a better position. But in hindsight, he should have left the ball down here to get on the black. And if he doesn't choose the one ball right now, he shouldn't. Yeah, he's definitely choosing the wrong ball right now.
Well, I presume now he's going to play the draw off the 4, unless he plays the 1 ball now, because either way he's going to have to travel to get back onto the 8. You know, it's just an untidy way of doing things. That's the best way to describe it. Everything about it is untidy. I've seen much better ways of getting out, and this is the one where it's the control and the draw. Again, he doesn't want to get square. He just wants to come past the middle pocket enough to see the 8 ball. That's ideally where he wants to go.
And drawing the.
No, he's going forward, and he's got the pace right.
Yeah,
almost.
That's a good shot.
So Stubb.
He's untidy, but he got himself in a good position here.
Yeah, he's going to get it done.
It's not the way that I would have gone, but he could have made that a lot easier. If he took the 9 ball first and then 13, there wasn't much that you needed to do with the white ball to pot the others.
Well, Stubb goes through 11 racks to 7, but I think Chico had a strategy there that wasn't working halfway through the match, and he never changed it. Plus the fact that he had opportunities and never took them, and in the end Stubb goes through 11 racks to 7. Let's have a quick look at this schedule. Where are we? That's the Friday night 9 ball. Let's have a look at that. Hang on. The schedule shows Mr. Bill to play Marcellus on Sunday at 6 p.m. I'll be there for that, because then after that at 8 p.m. on Monday it's Hazard against Spectre Dawn. Well, Spectre Dawn has been playing very well. Hazard's going to be up against it in that match. All of them are 1-loss side matches, so that's when the next live stream will be. Thank you to Semi Pro.
No worries. Might join more. The more confident I get.
Well, there might be a queue to get in the door at some point, so you have to fight it out between Steve and Hairpig. So thanks guys for watching, and I will bid you good night. I'm off to watch some of the snooker before I go to bed. Take care, and I'll see you again soon, and good night to Semi Pro, and thanks for taking part. Take care. See you later, guys.
Bye.